Welcome back to my channel, and in this video I'll be going over sound design technique and how to apply sound design to your footage with no sound and how to make it blend cohesively with the scene and give your scene more impact. Now with sound design, it only does help improve your project significantly. From the loud sounds to low sounds, it impacts scenes differently. I'll be using Oculus Sound Cinematic Card sound effects from the Ultimate Sound Effects bundle. And this is not a sponsored video. I do have a coupon code for 20% off. Just use Myers Ivy 20 at the checkout for 20% off your entire order. Link will be in the description box below. So let's get started. Now what you want to do is pick out certain sounds. You just want to find you from good sounds that will actually go with your scene. Some of them already have picked out. As you see, I already have my sounds selected already that I clicked and drag into a folder. I'm just going to click and drag them and bring them into DaVinci Resolve. Now what I have to do is find out what sound effects go best with the scene. It might not go as well. Might be able to make that work. Yeah, if you do like just click on the sound effects and hit play, you can hear them before you actually select them. And you can scrub across them too. See this orange line? You're going to take it and put it all the way back here. You can hear the sound play. This one fit better right here. Another thing you can do is create a bin called sound effects. You want to take all your sound effects, click, select shift, click the last one, and drag all your sound effects into one folder. That way everything's not so jumbled up. Yeah, but it's amazing when kids are bigger than Kings. Hitting him is still his King's fault. Everything is King's fault. And she's never around when that thing happened. And her, I heard her with snarky attitude. Well, maybe it's not so snarky in my nephew. Yeah, no, that's it. That's the real problem with it. They pick on being by racism. Also, you won't organize your files once you have your files. You won't organize your file once you have your sounds selected. You won't drag and drop them into DaVinci. And you also want to create a sound effects bin. And you want to put your sound effects into the bin, or if you like, you can actually have more organized as well. You can also put them in the folder that you're using. Like basically, mine's in a sound effects folder. I also got my environmental sounds because that's what car sounds really are. I got a folder called cars, and there's all sound effects that I will be using. Then you want to come through and find your sounds. You want to find all the sounds you will be using. Then you want to drag them into the either into DaVinci or onto your folder. I kind of drag mine into the folder, then I take them and drag them into DaVinci. You do yours however you want to. This is why I keep my files more organized. Also, another thing you want to do is you also want to try layering. Layering is the same thing you use once you do got your piece together and it looks something similar like this, where you are have some sounds matching photos, yeah, where you got the sound matching videos. It kind of looks something like that. You can try something called layering, where you zoom in, you can find a piece where it gets quiet at the end, like mostly where these tails in get in, lower it. You can put sound effects right underneath it. You don't have to be at the end. You can put it right underneath it. See, that's one of the things about layering, just like in music. You know, because when you layer something, the sound effects can give it more depth to your sound design, just like in music, where you can layer certain music on top of each other. You might have some violins coming in, then some drums halfway through, or another violin or a piano. And it worked just as well the same way. Like this one right here, I got some sounds kind of layered on top of each other. You know, basically it's the same sound effects. You can use that or switch with different sound effects, or have them where they right on top of each other like this. Just give a certain sound to it. You can also come through and grab the edge so you see the little tab and pull it back and turn the sound down this way. Do the same with the top sound. The different sound techniques you can use. You can also go to Fairlight, and Fairlight would be a little bit different because here you probably want to name your audio. That's where you know which audio is which. So you probably want to organize your sounds with your own different. You probably got the same sound effect. You probably use this sound effect across all these one track. You might want to name it as that one sound effect, and so on down the line. That way you add sound effects to different sounds. If you do use different sound effects on different tracks, you just want to name it as that track. I name it wherever this thing is. Let's see, fair transition car racing. Or just, just give it a name or name it something that you can tell what it is. So just name exactly what that sound effect is. Then you bring out your mission track effects. You probably add a delay to it. There are different effects you could try. There's different effects you could try on there. You can add or just take off if you don't need it. Also, we have like probably a DAW in there, or you have like plugins from your DAW, or certain plugins you have downloaded for music. You can also use them in Fairlight. It's about hovering on EQs. You can also probably add maybe a reverb. You can also probably add a reverb on it if you want to. So the different things you do to add to your sound effects, you just use the sound and probably leave them as it is, or just add your sound effects to it in Fairlight by adding different effects of plugins to it. Different effect plugins, you can make it sound how you want to sound with reverb. I mean, I think it's pretty good. It's like a small theater, maybe a bathroom, Studio One, Studio Two, vocal. It depends on you. It depends on what sounds good to you, what will capture your viewers and listeners. What capture, because when when you watch a movie, you do hear a lot of crazy sound effects that people like to imitate. They walk out of theater, like the lightsaber, Darth Vader breathing. A lot of it's a lot of sound design, and your sound design, you're gonna add a lot of unique sounds to it. You're gonna take them and just think how they do with music, how they change the snare, they change the pitch of it, they change the range of it. You do the same thing in sound design. So take those same skills that you would probably use, and you got a friend in music, or you know a little bit about music, how you use plugins and effects tools from FL Studio, Studio One, Pro Tools. Take those same design skills that they apply to music, use those effects, and you can apply those into sound design. So that's all I got for this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, click the notification bell so you know when new videos posted. Share the video, drop a comment in the comment section. And I will talk to you later, and I'm out. Peace.